Hello and welcome, Gadman85 here, and this is Oblivion. In case you missed it, last episode we escaped the prison, and we were told to make haste and find our way over to Joffrey. Except the problem is, well, Joffrey's a blade, one of the blades. They're, in charge of protecting the Emperor and all of that, and I'm sure now that the Emperor's dead, they'll probably be like, hey, we should avenge him. And I'm not so sure if Joffrey knows we were pardoned by the Emperor before his death. And also, there is a lot of stuff to go and look at, so what we're going to do is we're going to go around, explore, see what's out in this wide world. Also, a little out of character here, I noticed the mouse sensitivity was like really way too high. I apologize for that in the last video. I turned it down, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it won't be too sluggish for me when I'm playing the game. And hopefully it won't be nauseating or anything like that when it comes to the actual playback and watching the video. But anyways, back in character now. As we came out, we noticed there was this, what looks like a dungeon, and it's on our cursor down there. It's a dungeon of some kind, or right over here. So, well, we might as well go and explore it, see what it has to offer. It spotted us. Apparently we were spotted by something, but I don't see what it was. Probably slaughterfish. So this looks like an Aliyah ruin. Ooh, I hear people. We're kind of weak right now, so we're gonna have to be kind of a little more stealthish with this, even though we're not really good at stealth. But yeah. I heard people. Oh. Let's see, and notice how quickly my stamina drained down. That's why I, oh crap, there's someone right there. That's why I, went for willpower as opposed to intelligence. That way it will refill faster than it originally did. Missed. Maybe they won't notice us if we go to this wall first. Nope. Where are they coming from? Where are they gonna come from? Ooh. Oh crap, she's a dark elf. Oh! Oh! There was a ghost that was there for a second? That didn't look good. Just so you know, there are ghosts in this game, and, well, to defeat them, we have a better sword, we have a better bow now. But, well, to defeat them, you have to have either a silver sword, a Daedric sword, or an enchanted weapon. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to find what we need somewhere along the way. This long iron sword. Let's check out this. I'll take that. Crimson cloak. Don't need the light armor. Let's see if that one guy had anything. Oh yeah. Oh. Let's see how that compares to the one we have. 2 damage. This one is, okay, this one's heavier. So we'll go with this one. Don't use bow that much, so... Or I intend to not have to use bow that much. We will see how that goes as things progress. I might have to use a good bit at first. Oh, I already picked that. Let's see, we got a sack. Nothing in there. We have a book. Let's see what the book has to say. Mortal Blood by Anonymous. The moons and stars were hidden from sight, making that particular quiet night especially dark. The town guard had to carry torches to make their rounds, but the man who came to call at my chapel carried no light with him. I came to learn that Movarth Pekin could see in the dark almost as well as the light. An excellent talent, considering his interests were exclusively nocturnal. One of my acolytes brought him to me, and from the look of him I at first thought he was in need of healing. He was pale to the point of opalescence, with a face that looked like it had once been very handsome before some unspeakable suffering. The dark circles under his eyes bespoke exhaustion, but the eyes themselves were alert, intense, almost insane. He quickly dismissed my notion that he himself was ill, though he did want to discuss a specific disease. Vampirism, he said, and then paused at my quizzical look. I was told that you were someone I should seek out for help understanding it. Who told you that? I asked with a smile. Tisana Gray. I immediately remembered her, a brave, beautiful knight who had needed my assistance separating fact from fiction on the subject of the vampire. It had been 2 years, and I had never heard whether my advice had proven effective. You've spoken to her? How is her ladyship? I asked. Dead, Movarth replied. Movarth replied coldly, and then, responding to my shock, he added to perhaps soften the blow. She said your advice was invaluable, at least for the one vampire. When last I talked to her, she was tracking another. It killed her. Then the advice I gave her was not enough, I sighed. Why do you think it would be enough for you? I was a teacher once myself, years ago, he said. Not in a university. A trainer in the Fighters Guild. But I know that if a student doesn't ask the right questions, the teacher cannot be responsible for his failure. I intend to ask you the right questions. And that he did, for hours. He asked questions and I answered what I could, but he never volunteered any information about himself. He never smiled, he only studied me with those intense eyes of his, committing every word I said to memory. Finally, I turned the questioning around. You said you were a trainer at the Fighters Guild. Are you on an assignment for them? No, he said curtly. And finally I could detect some weariness in those feverish eyes of his. I would like to continue this tomorrow night if I could. I need to get some sleep and absorb this. You sleep during the day, I smiled. To my surprise, he returned the smile, though it was more of a grimace. When tracking your prey, you adapted our habits. The next day, he did return with more questions, these ones very specific. He wanted to know about the vampires of eastern Skyrim. I told him about the most powerful tribe, the Valakir. I could never pronounce that name. Paranoid and cruel, whose very breath could freeze their victims' blood in the veins. I explained to him how they lived beneath the ice of remote and haunted lakes, never venturing into the world of men except to feed. Movarth Pekin listened carefully and asked more questions into the night, until at last he was ready to leave. I will not see you for a few days, he said, but I will return and tell you how helpful your information has been. True to his word, the man returned to my chapel shortly after midnight 4 days later. There was a fresh scar on his cheek, but he was smiling that grim but satisfied smile of his. Your advice helped me very much, he said, but you should know that the Valakir have an additional ability you didn't mention. They can reach through the ice of their lakes without breaking it. It was quite a nasty surprise being grabbed from below about any morning. How remarkable, I said with a laugh. And terrifying, you're lucky you survived. I don't believe in luck, I believe in knowledge and training. Your information helped me, and my skill at melee combat sealed the bloodsucker's fate. I've never believed in weaponry of any kind. Too many unknowns. Even the best swordsmith has created a flawed blade. But you know what your body is capable of. I know I can land 1,000 blows without losing my balance, provided I get the first strike. The first strike, I murmured, so you must never be surprised. That is why I came to you, said Morvarth. You know more than anyone alive about these monsters, and all their cursed varieties across the land. Now you must tell me of the vampires of northern Valenwood. I did as he asked, and once again his questions taxed my knowledge. There were many tribes to cover. The Vansamau, who were indistinguishable from Bosmer except when seen by candlelight. The Kirleaf, who could disintegrate into mist. The Yakith, who swallowed men whole. The dread Telboth, who preyed on children, eventually taking their place in the family, waiting patiently for years before murdering them all in their unnatural hunger. Once again he bade me farewell, promising to return in a few weeks, and once again he returned as he said, just after midnight this time. Morvarth had no fresh scars, but he again had new information. You were wrong about the Kirif being unable to vaporize when pushed underwater, he said, patting my shoulder fondly. Fortunately, they cannot travel far in their mist form, and I was able to track it down. It must have surprised it fearfully. Your field knowledge is becoming impressive, I said. I should have had an acolyte like you decades ago. Now tell me, he said, of the vampires of Cyrodil. I told him what I could. There was but one tribe in Cyrodil, a powerful clan, who had ousted all other competitors, much like the Imperials themselves had done. Their true name was unknown, lost in history, but they were experts at concealment. If they kept themselves well fed, they were indistinguishable from living persons. They were cultured, more civilized than the vampires of the provinces, preferring to feed on victims while they were asleep unaware. That would be difficult to surprise, Morvarth frowned. But I will seek one out and tell you what I learn, and then you will tell me of the vampires of High Rock and Hammerfell and Elsewhere, and Blackmarsh and Morrowind, and the Somerset Isles. Yes? I nodded, knowing then that this was a man on an eternal quest. He wouldn't be satisfied with but the barest hint of how things were. He needed to know it all. He did not return for a month, and on the night he did, I could see his frustration and despair, though there were no lights burning in my chapel. I failed, he said, as I lit a candle. You were right. I could not find a single one. I brought the light up to my face and smiled. He was surprised, even stunned by the pallor of my flesh, the dark hunger in my ageless eyes, and the teeth. Oh yes, I think the teeth definitely surprised the man who could not afford to be surprised. I haven't fed in 72 hours, I explained as I fell on him. He did not land the first blow, or the last. Oh, we're gonna take that. Oh, that was a pretty interesting book. That's one thing I like about these games is Bethesda does a great job of writing books inside their story, writing stories inside their story. But it was also pretty cool how they actually mentioned the Valakir in this game when they weren't mentioned again, and then they were mentioned again in Skyrim. But yeah, I still have to wonder: was that priest? Was that guy a vampire from the start, or was it only after they met again? Oh, mud crab. Is there another mud crab somewhere? Air combat. Ooh, there is. Oh, I missed. I missed again. I missed again. I'm getting such a small little thing to go after. HUD gold coin. Alright, we'll take it. More money. Quilted doublet? Quilted shoes? Should we carry around some town clothes? Well, why not? Just why not? Just for the heck of it. Oh yeah, one thing, just stepping out of character again, you might notice some different music playing. I have a music mod I added that adds a whole bunch of different music into the game. It's like, I believe it's free source, so there's nothing wrong, no copyright stuff to worry about. But that's one thing that's cool about this game that I realized is they make it really easy to add in your own music. All you have to do is just drop the files, the music files, in the right format, which I think is MP3, into the music folder, and it will do the rest itself. Anyways, now we will go inside to our very first dungeon. We should probably sneak to be on the safe side. And should probably save. But yeah, let's see what's inside. I have bows and arrows ready. Oh, what? What? Okay. Did we step on a booby trap? Oh. We did step on a booby trap, but hit us. What killed us? I don't like invisible instruments of death. That was very upsetting. Hopefully once we get more health we'll be able to avoid stuff like that. I'll have to look to see if maybe it's a mod that made those a lot more deadly. Ooh. Oh crap, she's a dark elf.
Take that! Oh!
Take our arrow back. Maybe we should have a shield just to be on the safe side. Let's get rid of this one though. Shield 6. Ah. Good, wait for them to stop swinging around. Whoa, 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 didn't mean to do that. Meant to do that. Where are they at? Ah, crap, another Dark Elf. Dark Elves have a huge resistance to fire, in case you didn't know. No, you're supposed to come after me so I can actually fight you. Oh crap, I keep accidentally pressing wrong buttons. Why don't you come after me? I don't even know where you're at.
Why won't you die?
Oh! Oh!
Whew. Oh crap.
Who's there? Damn, I lost them. Huh? No, who's there? Nothing to worry about, I guess. Just my eyes playing tricks on me.
Yeah, just your eyes playing tricks on you. Oh crap. They spotted me.
Ha! You'll never. Let's get this over with.
Ha 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 ha. Is that a wood elf? I think that was a wood elf. Ooh, yeah, I think that was a wood elf. But it's not looking good. We kind of need to have a silver sword. None of these guys seem to have one. Well, I mean, magic works as well, but dang. That's gonna take forever. I end up coming across a ghost. What is this? What is this? Iron clay. There's another one? Where's the other guy? So I heard a guy go, huh? There's someone out here. Ah, there's a guy over there. Take that.
Drop my sword while you can! You'll never take me down!
Before we go over there, I think we should check around up here, see if there's a bunch of stuff up here. Ooh, armor. Better armor, so it's not rusty. I really hope we find some kind of a silver weapon soon. I have a feeling this is going to be very difficult if we don't.
Hello? Who's there?
Where's this guy coming from? Uh-oh. No, that's where he is. Where are you? Come out wherever you are. Whoa!
Oh! Oh!
Whoa! Oh, you got like some kind of enchanted looking weapons on you or something.
Oh, what's the matter? Oh. Die, damn you! You move like a pregnant cow.
It's a creative insult at least. He doesn't have any kind of enchanted thing. I thought he did. Oh, there's more people.
Come out when I can see you.
Whoa, there's a lot more people.
Whoa, whoa. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
We're kind of glad the others are staying back at least. Ooh, oh, crap. Potions.
Today, oh, what's the matter? Is the baby gonna cry?
No, baby's gonna shoot a fireball at you. Haha. There's one thing is wood elves are especially susceptible to fire damage. Alright. Whew. That could have gone bad. I think that guy had some good stuff. Oh, the wrong guy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Silver short sword. Yes. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna save that. Like I said, silver is extremely important to have in this game. These ghosts are not fun. Ghosts are not fun at all. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna assign it to a key. 7. Yeah, we'll go 7. Alright, I'll have to try to remember that. Alright. Already looted them. Birchwood, we have that. Bronze necklace, I'll take that. Alright, now this is something I do remember, because this is the dungeon I tried the first time. And I think this is something that was new, that was added later. But, they have booty-trapped chests. I haven't quite figured out how to trigger them. I was thinking if you hit them with fire at first, that would work. But I think I'm just gonna have to pray that I have, that I have my, you know, stuff with me, that I have, health potions and stuff like that, because it gives you a pretty intense curse. Also, I think I'm going to, well, I did save not too long ago, so let's see. Alright, let's see if I can, alright, I'm gonna try to do this the right way. Crap. See, as you level up your security, less tumblers fall back down. Woohoo. Ah, I should have done that. Oh. Yes, haha, yeah. Maybe I won't be killed because of a... Nope, of course. Ooh, that's not too bad. I can cure myself through that. Hopefully. Maybe. I'm not so sure now. Oh, it's burning pretty fast. Haha. Yeah, where's a potion? Potion. Whew. Yeah, I guess those curses are kind of randomized, because there was one that I picked one time, and what it did is it made it to where I lost all my magicka, and I had some like severe curse that was damaging me slowly for an extended period of time. But man, that is intense. How did they do that? I mean, I don't think bandits were, never really thought that bandits were that resourceful. All this restore fatigue. Oh, crate? Pickaxe. Don't think we need a pickaxe in this game. You can't mine. Ooh. Oh, here's another one. Oh crap, wait, hold on. That's right, I forgot about the spells. Since we have some spells here. Since we chose alteration and sub things as our I'm gonna go ahead and assign those to stuff too. Let's see, we got a shocking touch. Ooh, that'll be good. Cold touch. Summon skeleton. That's a good one. I want the shocking touch too. Damage on touch. What does flare do? Flare does 15 points on target. Cold touch does 18 points on touch. A lot of stuff resists cold. Alright, let's see. I'm not gonna bother reading that, it's just a lot of stuff. Coin. Ooh, all kinds of Iliad stuff to take. Actually, before I do that, I should go and I saw some other guys to go take care of. Actually, no, I should go ahead and finish looting this place first. And the way I'm thinking of going off and not looting everything I can before I head off. Alright. Let's see, this is a bunch of food. Looks like we got a note here of some kind. No, not the quill. Dirty scroll. Some of the men were worried about these old ruins being haunted, but Mephala takes them. This spot's going to be perfect for ambushing merchants along the road, and all under the nose of the Imperial Legion. I'm guessing this because we're right outside of Cyrodil, of a Imperial City in Cyrodil. Finally got some of those big bluestones down today. Bernice got the idea to shoot them down with her bow. Got them all here with me. I don't know what they are, but they stink of magicka. Bet they'll fetch a nice price with the Mages Guild. 2 coins and that Khajiit from Vardenfell set up their camps down in the tomb. Fine by me, spares the rest of us the smell. 2 coins ran up today. The Khajiit's gone missing. Swore to the 9 that you could hear claws scrabbling at limestone, but nothing's down there. I'm guessing she got tired of the smell and snuck out overnight. 2 coins is stench could peel shells off mud crabs. I'm surprised she hung around that long. That does not look good. Does not look good at all. That mentioned ghost. And ghosts are a terrible thing to have to fight. We will venture on. Because we have no choice. Well, we have a choice, but you know, if we don't go and face these ghosts, then we won't get all the cool, nice loot and everything that I'm sure they're guarding. Oh, there's some people right here first that we have to kill. Whoa!
This is the die, damn you!
fine iron bow. That's still 2. How much was it worth? Well, I might take that to sell. It'd be nice to have some actual coin. But I have to be careful. I don't have a lot of space.
Presence here will not be
Oh
tolerated.
crap. Oh, that was interesting. Butter. I don't have any food mods. So at least I won't have to do that. Just use them as potion ingredients. Oh, why do I keep doing that? Oh. So, this goes into console. Velverin console. Pencil. Well, I think that's probably where we're gonna find these ghosts. I have a feeling it's gonna be a very, very large, dangerous place.